We've got some new codes and an insane update. Let's talk about it. What's good, YouTube? NoGoodEman coming to you today to let you guys know that there's some new codes available via the Netmarble Partner Creator Plus. Also in coalition with that, we're talking about the latest dev note updates, and we're gonna get some insane things coming in the April and the May updates, guys. So we've got a lot to talk about in this one video, but before we talk a single thing, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss a live or an upload. Now let's go ahead and get this on screen as fast as possible. And as far as the new codes, if you're wondering where they came from, it came from our creator side of missions. We had a mission 1 and a bonus mission 1. The first mission 1 was to talk about the newest weapon Stormbringer and give a guide on that, and we did that. And then the next mission was to talk about the global championship SLC, which in the latest live stream we did that as well. So all in all, both of those codes will now give us these rewards you see right here. So you guys are going to get Essence Stones times 500 and Hunter Mana Power Elixir 2 times 15. Along with that, for the global SLC video, you guys will get 100 rune fragments and some Hunter exclusive weapon designs. And of course, this is going to be in the Netmarble Partner Creator Plus as usual. So if you guys have never seen this, if you don't even know what I'm talking about when I say the Netmarble Partner Creator Plus, please, I will refer you guys to the Don't Miss Over 8 Codes video. This video basically explains each and everything you guys need to know about the Netmarble Partner Creator Plus. It's a very simple, easy, and standard way to go about it. So please watch that entire video. I do want to say the entire video because it's literally only 8 minutes long. So 8 minutes of your time will help you guys answer a majority of the questions that you might ask in that video, in this video, and in between. So regardless, the codes will be in your My Page section as always discussed. So go ahead and join over 700 people. You guys are killing it. We've already hit a record number in the beginning of season 8. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys because the support is almost insane. We got to shout out the top supporters. We got a bunch of NIDs. We got the Andre, we got Zeke's, Monkey Sage, and some more NIDs, but you guys are killing it for season 8. So I feel the love and I will definitely keep providing you the banger content to come. And then don't forget, we still have a code out for 500,000 gold. So you guys actually have the ability to get about 3 codes right now. So it's almost insane. And we do need to let you guys know about that. So don't miss any single one of these codes. I'm sending out all of these codes daily. I'm sending out more than like 4 times a day because I'm seeing we have so many supporters. And I want to make sure each and every you guys have codes. So regardless, support your boy. And if you can't support me because you're region locked, please support another creator. I would rather you guys get all the codes possible than you guys specifically supporting me. So get your codes however you need to get them, and then let's go from there. We're talking about the Dimensional Advancement dev notes, and I do want to note, if you guys didn't get the code from there, there's actually another code. So dev note evol 24 will get you guys some lucky clover chests, some shadow skill scrolls, and some traces of shadows. We released this in a code short. When we get, redeem codes, we usually just drop that in a quick little short so we can make it just simple and easy. But regardless, guys, we do need to talk about this developer note because it is looking insane. So as you guys know, the global SLC, or the global soul leveling Arise championship, is coming around the 12th of April. So that's why we're actually getting a dev note a bit earlier than usual. But the first thing to talk about is that the artifact system will get an extensive renewal. So we are getting some pretty important changes to artifacts. I'm not going to basically just read this off line by line, but some important things to note is that in Encore and Instance dungeons will get difficulty expanded. So we're talking about from 20 stages to 30 stages, and then the Proof of Strong will be available after clearing tier 30. This is honestly pretty interesting because I do want to go into Soul Leveling Arise and show you guys how it currently looks in game. So as far as the Encore and the Instance dungeons, we have up to 20 tiers, and then we have the Proof of Strong starting from tier 21. So I don't know if everybody is going to have a reset on their Proof of Strong. I doubt that to be the case, but if we're going to get 30 expanded tiers, will all players have to play to tier 30? I'm not sure how it's going to work, but very excited to see what Netmarble is going to do, and I do hope that we do get some added Proof of Strong levels as well. So I hope we get about 30 levels to Proof of Strong so everybody has a little bit of competition and something to grind for. Of course, we're getting new artifacts, so there will be that, and you can see it right here. So higher level artifacts and new artifacts. So we're getting new artifacts, and something to note is that we're getting artifact farming improvement. So what does that mean? To accommodate the addition of new artifacts and adjust farming difficulty, certain artifacts, and you can kind of see all these artifacts right here, a lot of artifacts that people don't use a little bit too often, these will no longer appear in the higher stage dungeons. This is actually very good because if we look at the artifact grinding right now, it's honestly a bit oversaturated. Things like the red-eyed bracelet, things like the skeleton bracelet, people aren't using this a little bit too often. So seeing this in the highest level dungeons in the Proof of Strong can be a little bit tedious for a lot of players that want to grind for those newer artifacts, for those better artifacts, and even for those burning artifacts. So regardless, guys, it looks like a lot of our worries will be alleviated in that regard, but let's keep on talking. We're talking artifact acquisition difficulty improvement. So it looks like we're going to have a better way to get, you know, selection and exchange of desired artifacts using the proof of strong token. So what does that mean? You guys need to start saving up your proof of strong token. So try not to spend them right now. We got it coming in like about 14 days or 11 days. Whenever the update is, guys, start stacking up on your proof of strong exchange tokens, because you want to stack them up, because it looks like we're starting to get more favorable artifacts. And of course, with proof of strong, this will allow you guys to do things like selection chests. So in proof of strong currently, we can select burning greed artifacts, we can select burning blessing, burning curse, whatever the case may be, but it looks like proof of strong will now allow us to select the newer artifacts as well. So might be a good time for you guys to start on your proof of strong, maybe get those going. And regardless, we're gonna see some insane artifacts. And then something that I did note, Hunters, the time has come to prepare for the Yogamon's raid. And guys, the Yogamon raid's not coming in the April update, sadly, but it is coming in the May update. And that's actually a good thing, because that will allow us to basically take all the artifacts that's going to come, basically find out that meta within the month and find out the best pairings, the best strategies, and then we'll be geared up to take on the Yogamon's, the Monarch of Transfiguration. Along with that, guilds are finally getting the update we've all been waiting for. Guild All Out War, it's a working title, but with the April update, we are finally getting a guild boss renewal and some strategic gameplay added. This might have some concerns as far as the community goes, but let's just go ahead and talk about it. This I will probably read off a little bit more. So previously, guild boss battles involved Sunjinu and about 9 hunters, making it difficulty to track the battle. Now, this new system will limit to 6 hunters per lineup. This is actually pretty big, because that will require more strategic play as it suggests. And then similar to POD, hunters in the first lineup cannot participate in the second lineup. That's pretty much how guild boss works about anyway. And then the bigger thing, guys, attribute adjustments. This is probably where a lot of concerns within the community is. Guild boss will now have 3 attribute weaknesses instead of being weak to all attributes. So what will the attributes be? I do not know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. And as far as guild boss, shout out the guilds, by the way, shout out Syndicate, shout out Requiems. Regardless, guys, guild boss, as it's always been in the game, has been weak to all of the elements possible. Now, I imagine the most 3 relevant elements at the time is going to be what elements they're going to be weak to. So as you guys know, the recent metas was fire, it's been light, and it's been wind. I imagine that the Queen Ant might be weak to this to start. If they're trying to push the wind meta in about a month when the next update does roll around, then it might be water, it might be light, and then it might be wind. Regardless, guys, that means that your accounts might have to be more up to date and more, you know, in tune with the current element weaknesses that Netmarble wants to push. And that might be where the free-to-play gap and pay-to-win gap kind of widens out. And of course, we got to acknowledge that. But regardless, rage rewards and balance adjustments, currently we have about 15 tiers in Guild Boss. And if we look at things like believe it's rage rewards, for just the individual rewards, you need to go to rage count 15 to reap the maximum benefits. And honestly, rage count 15 has been an easy thing to hit since about January. You can pretty much a lot of people are autoing to get to rage 15. So we're getting expanded tiers here, and I imagine this is going to be good. I imagine Netmarble is going to probably throw in some things that we probably need in the newer growths, maybe some new artifact things, maybe some selection chests, kind of like the expansions of Power of Destruction. It should be a pretty good thing, again, if you can clear those higher tiers. But Guild All Out War will allow you guys to showcase your strengths against other guilds. So it's not necessarily PvP, but it's going to be something like ranking base, and you can kind of see how they're going to determine it. I also want to note 5 guilds of the same rank will be matched to compete. So the winner of the determined 5 will be on this priority. So it's going to be the total rages generated against the guild boss, and then from there they're going to calculate the total damage dealt to the guild boss, and then the final determining factor is going to be the guild member participation rate. So you might want to join an active guild and go ahead and figure out your life from there. But let's go ahead and keep on talking. We have some various different improvements coming in the April and the May updates. The first thing to note is that in the April updates, we're getting new maximum floors in Battlefield of Trials. So this will be expanded over to floor 70, allowing hunters for the new challenge. And I do want to note, man, Battlefield of Trials is starting to get a little bit expansive, guys. Now, Battlefield of Trials, it's kind of one of my favorite game modes, but if you see this man in the background, I wonder if he's going to be the level 100th boss. Go ahead and comment right now if you made it this far to the video. Who do you think is going to be the boss on the 100th floor? Is it going to be this man in the background? I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is? Regardless, guys, let's go ahead and keep on talking. The Armory will get expanded and the reverse story hard mode will be added. So if you guys do remember, we just got the hidden chapters in Solo Leveling Horizon this past update, hidden chapter 5 and 6. We will now be able to play hidden chapter 5 and 6 in the next update in reverse mode. So on the hunter side of things, this will be a very good time to get your hunter strong enough, because you're going to be looking at different rewards, talking about essence stones, talking about a bunch of gold, and talking about raid up draw tickets. Amongst other things, we're going to see things like battle mission information will be added, and of course we already knew that Hunter CRN will join the Gates raid, but let's go ahead and talk about the May update details. So for the 1-year anniversary grand update, the biggest things will be happening in SLA. I imagine the devs are going to be cooking intensively for this, but the first thing to note, multiplayer will be added for Simulation Gate. Devs, I don't know why this can't be added now, but hey, at least it's coming soon. Along with that, we're gonna get new stories, so the Boosted Nights raid and the School Dungeon Break will also be updated. So no more hidden stories going forward, at least for the May update. We're gonna get some new mono original stories. Along with that, gem equipping slots will be expanded. So an expansion of gems. I hope you guys are locking it in with your gems. I'm gonna always say it, gems are super important. And then the skill rune amplification system will also be added. And then Sunday News new job change and Yogamut raid will be added as well. So I don't know if this means that we're going to get a new level expansion already in the May update, but that might be pretty fire. So regardless, a new job change already, and the Yogamut raid will finally be added. Remnant power for the Yogamut will also be added, guys. So we are going to get a new freaking monarch. This is going to be insane. As you know, Remnant power allows us to basically control the monarchs via a skill tree, and you can see things like passive details. Currently, this is what the Baron or the Monarch of White Flames does. At almost maximum potential, he does things like 7,000 of his attack. He has about Almighty Break. You can use it up to 1 time, and then it increases when you guys do this in the Workshop of Brilliant Light. Not to mention, when we're talking about the Yogamut, I honestly do not know what to expect. As a Remnant power is still pretty new to everybody because we only have Baron to go off of. So who knows? We might get a Monarch that we can summon multiple times in one battle, and I think that'd be super cool for the devs to do either now for the Yogamut or in the future. But a Memorial Hunter will join in the Hunter's Raid. This is the story of a hunter quietly preserved in the faded records of a forgotten world. So looks like we're getting some alternate universe collaboration. Along with that, we're also gonna get a new Shadowed, and we're gonna get some new insane costumes. So all in all, guys, we've got an insane update coming into Solo Leveling Arise. Don't want to forget, we've got Power of Destruction World Integrated rankings and expansion of story, very hard difficulty. We've been looking about that, and we've been looking forward to that for the longest, guys. This is one of the most insane devs notes. But guys, what do you guys think of all of this, guys? We've got new codes, we've got new updates, we got some insane things to look forward to, and I can't wait for anyone. But go ahead and leave your thoughts, theories, and comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. Peace.